It's time for the rundown. Tune in as Amelia and Lori share their must-dos in some of their favorite cities, amuse you with their guilty pleasures, share the unsung promo hero of the week, and help decipher all those impossible text acronyms.
Hello and welcome to episode 54 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and joining me is my lovely co-host, Miss Lori Bolton of Totally Bamboo. How are you doing, Lori?
I'm good, Amelia. We're coming off Vegas and Orlando, but yes, we're coming off. There's not enough time, and I'm a little hoarse. I did come back with, I actually was feeling sick, but I came back with some upper respiratory blah.
I don't think that was avoidable. Even if there's germs everywhere. So anytime if you go to an amusement park, any place where there's a ton of people, that's going to happen. But also the air, I felt like it was the worst quality I've ever had in a casino. Like as soon as I walked in, I could feel the cigar smoke like singeing the little hairs in my lungs. And gross.
It's horrible. And for some reason, Amelia, maybe it's because it's been 3 years since I've been there, I don't remember the casino having that much smoke. Am I just getting old?
No, I think I thought the same thing. And the only thing I can think is last year there were masks. So maybe there was less smoking because of the mask. And then we weren't there the year before. So we kind of had a break.
Yes.
That's the only thing I can think.
Because I was like shocked. Like they're smoking in the casino.
I know. I did that. I was like, you can smoke
How dare you? So yes, to your point, I think the air quality was horrible. And then if it's true that over 10,000 people were attending this event in Vegas, guarantee there were some sick people.
I know. Before we get too deep in the weeds, we have our show sponsor, and I cannot skip out none other than John Short from Wowline. Wowline is one of only 2 suppliers in the promotional products industry that offers nail polish. The polish is made in the USA. It's made fresh and on demand, which means basically when you order it, they make it instead of when you go to the drugstore and it's been on the shelf for maybe 3 to 5 years from being in a back storage. And this polish is an industry exclusive for Wowline, and it's from Color Club, and their products can be found at like Ulta and Sally's Beauty. So you might be buying it already. You might just not know it. And the polish has a lot of color options. It comes in traditional colors. Lori and I have showed off some of them. My favorite is actually this one. And then I looked at the name today, and I feel really old right now. I have to like squeeze my eyes. It's called Barely There. And I was like, no wonder I like it so much. It's like really completely. So it comes in a ton of regular colors, yellow, green, red, blue, blah, blah, blah. It's antimicrobial, plant-based formula. They have a holographic nail polish that I don't have. And then John was trying to give us samples. I ran out of time, but I know they have the color changing one. So I need to get some of those from him. I'm such a dodo. I painted my nails quickly just so I could have the polish. So look from afar, because I literally did it 10 minutes ago. And I was like, I've never had white. This is weird. And then I looked. This is to just do the French tip. And I painted my entire nail white.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
So
I have mine here too, and I love it. I love it. And John is such a huge fan of ours, and we appreciate his support so much. It's such a good man.
Need to get him a t-shirt. Did we get him a t-shirt in Vegas?
Yes, we gave him a t-shirt and he couldn't believe it. And I'm telling, like, if we ever need to unsung hero videos, just say we're giving limited edition t-shirts away, because I think I got 2 right away.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have some really good unsung heroes. So to check out Wowline, all their products, and this awesome nail polish, go check them out, wowline.com. So Lori, we've kind of alluded a little bit. We've just got off a couple crazy trips. You and I are actually going to see each other here soon, the first weekend of February, for another trip. But anything you want to recap of the show, or anything that you've had time to do since I last saw you?
So I don't even know if I shared with you, but my sister and family from New Zealand are in America, and I got to spend like 36 hours with my sister. She had a sleepover here. We slept on the couch, drank, shopped, ate lunch. It was so amazing, Amelia, because for those of you that have followed, New Zealand was in lockdown for 3 years. Mm-hmm. She couldn't get out. I couldn't get in. and it's summer over there. So the whole family's in America, and it was just her and I. It was the best. So I said goodbye to her yesterday, and then I'll see my nephews this Sunday. That was the only day I was going to be home to be able to see them.
That's
so
awesome.
I know. So my heart's super full right now, and it's never long enough, but yeah, we shopped like crazy. She ordered the same glasses I have, like so much fun.
Twinning.
Yes. So that's
awesome.
all I had time for, because I got home late Thursday night, and then I saw her Sunday, Monday. So it was good.
Fun.
How about you?
Well, when I got home from Vegas, and 24 hours after that, my husband left for Vegas, and then he's just getting back. So we're like crossing ships in the wind or the night. What's the term?
The wind.
Obviously, I still have brain fog from Vegas. It's not cleared yet. So I have that. Just try to get caught up, preparing for our next trip that I will see you at in Nashville. And then my son turns 13 on the 26th, which I think is right around this drop. So I'm trying to put together last minute a little get together for a couple of boys. And I'm trying to figure out what to do, because, I hate boy sleepovers. They are the worst. Girls are great. Like, my daughter can have 12 girls, and I'm golden. 3 boys, and I want to drink a gallon of wine. Boys are just out of control. They have no noise monitor. They're just rowdy. They're
boys.
You had a boy which is like that.
Do you have like an indoor rock climbing place, or a Nerf gun place, or one of those trampoline places?
Not close. And they're getting old enough that they're not really into that as much. I think I'm going to take them bowling, because there's a nice like higher end bowling alley close by where I can get tons of food. And they have some adult pop. So if we need a drink, and I'm thinking maybe later, so I can wear them out, and then they can just come home, and maybe they'll have their energy burned out. I don't know. I gotta figure out the deets.
I like that though. The bowling, do it late to make sure that you're doing like caffeine free soda. So they're
no Mountain Dew. There's no Mountain Dew allowed.
No. I remember those days, and yes, it's crazy. I was thinking, like, they have those what is it called? It's like paint gun, right?
Oh yeah, paintball.
Like, you have to be older to do that, don't you? I don't know what the age limit is, but
no, you can do it. My son went with his wrestling team a while ago when it was warmer. They did it, but it's so hard to plan a birthday in January, because like the other day it was 50, but by the time it's his birthday, it could be 12. Like, it's hard to plan anything outdoors. So we've always done like movies, Showbiz Pizza, Chuck E. Cheese, all those type of things when they were little. And I despise all those now. I'm like, do we still have to have birthday parties?
Right. No.
We're too old for this stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. So I think 3 total, right, is good. Be done.
We'll see. So Lori, we obviously are needing a little refresh health-wise. So what is your Living with Lori tip?
So this is going to be a couple segments. I'm going to give just a couple today, and then on the next episode I will. But making small changes, and doesn't cost you anything. I'm not asking you to go, start probiotics or what have you, or join a gym membership. But there's small little ways that you can change your life. So one is saying no more often. And if you have not tried it, like, as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at it, because when I was younger and not being like, maybe having the skills that are being savvy or afraid of what people might say, I would say yes to everything. And next thing you know, I'm like, I don't have time for me. Sure, I'll house sit. Sure, I'll walk your dog. Sure, I'll watch your kid while you go out with the girl, whatever it may be. Like, just say no more. Not no more. Say no more often. Set your alarm 30 minutes earlier in the morning. And
never going to happen.
So like this morning, now that I'm home this week, I'm back in Pilates. My alarm went off at 5. So it was actually an hour earlier, but try setting it 30 minutes earlier and having that quiet time. Walk for 30 minutes a day. You know, I'm a huge fan of that. It's actually snowing here, Amelia, and Bailey doesn't care. If it's snowing, raining, it doesn't matter. So I get my 30 minutes in, plus it's also good for my recovery. And then take the time to learn about a new wellness topic that's of interest to you.
Okay.
It could be your lemon water in the morning, or cutting back on carbs, or perhaps eating good carbs and what that looks like. But taking the time to learn about a new wellness topic. So those are just 4. I'll have 4 more for the next episode. So again, say no more often, set your alarm 30 minutes earlier, and you're at like a no. You just said no.
I'm saying no.
Very
so
good.
I mean,
Very
you
good.
didn't say how to apply it. You just said say no, and I'm saying
no, Lori, I'm not doing that. Set your walk 30 minutes a day, and then learn about a new wellness topic that's of interest to you, because there's so many out there. There's intermittent fasting. There's so many.
Tried them all.
Have you really? Have you tried them all, Amelia?
I feel like it. My health tip, this was kind of a side note, but I get very hot at night, and I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm getting hotter. You can take that how you will. So I was researching, they have pajamas that are made for cooling, or for people that get really hot at night. So I was starting to order some of those today. So that's my health tip. I have this big book that one of my doctors recommend that I start reading now sooner than later. I'm not going to go too far in the woods for any of our gentlemen watchers. They don't really care about this part, but yes. So getting hotter when you get older. Yeah. I think I'm taking it out of the context, but whatever.
I think our gentlemen listeners appreciate it, because if they have significant others and they want to know, like, what do you mean these cooling pajamas? Maybe I can get them for my wife.
I know. I've tried the cooling sheets. Like, I like it cold. My house, what do you keep your thermostat at in the wintertime?
At night, and mind you, right now it's dipping down to like 20 at night, if not lower. So 68 right now. During the summer, I'm more like 65. My hotel, first thing I do when I walk in, 65.
Okay. Yeah. So I have our thermostat set for 70, but my room is like 3 walls are exterior. The bedroom is at the very end. So it always gets a lot colder, and there's like 6 windows in there. So my room is pretty cold at night. And there's times where my husband's kind of moved around at the night, and he'll come in at like 5 a.m. and he's like, oh my God, it's an igloo in here. And I was like, no, it's good. He'll try and turn on the heat, and I will sneak out of bed once he starts snoring and shut anything, turn everything down.
I love it. No, I can't sleep. And I had in Orlando this year, when I was in Orlando, the last day, David and I are leaving, and he's helping me with my luggage. And I opened my door, and this huge fume of hot air came out, and he's like, did you really stay in this room with it this hot? And I'm like, no, it broke in the middle of the night. It was like 80 degrees. And I could not sleep. I tossed and turned, and I just cannot sleep if it's hot.
No, me neither.
Can't do it.
Me neither. Oh, yeah. Okay, good tips. I will try. I will say no more often, but I'm not a morning person, and you know that. And so
I do know that. I'm
doing good to get out of bed a few minutes before 8 o'clock when I roll into my office, all 6 steps down the hallway.
I love it.
So mommed it.
Yes.
I don't feel like I've scarred my kids. I know I've said things that they're like, Mom. So the 2 things that come to mind, one was obviously, as everybody kind of heard, word spreads like wildfire in Vegas. I had a birthday, and for my birthday, I was with you and some friends.
Yes.
And I went and got my little nose pierced there. So
love it, by the way.
I love it. I love it too. My husband was not a fan. That's why I told him early, so he had days to get over it. And then he left town, so he's had even more days to get over it. So I think he's chilling. But the kids, that's probably my biggest mom that after my daughter saw it, she said something to my husband about doing it, and he's like, "Well, don't do it unless you don't want to make me happy." And I was like, I'll show her the video as soon as she sees that needle. There's no way in hell she's going to do it, because she didn't get her ears pierced till she was 13 because she was scared. So nose piercing is not one. That's as far as we've got. Other than that, I think I embarrassed my son when he had a friend over. I was just giving him a hard time. And then my daughter was doing a drawing for art class the other night. And it was really good. It was a picture of a buck, and they were supposed to emulate like what somebody was doing on the video. And she was doing shading, but it was on the back legs, and she kept concentrating on a certain area. And I was like, "Are you giving that deer balls?" And she's like, "Mom." I was like, "Well, it is a buck. It has antlers." She's like, "I'm shading its legs." And I was like, "You just kept concentrating and getting darker and darker." I thought like this was like anatomy of animal class and not just art class. I don't know.
That's
Everybody
hilarious.
just walked around and said balls the rest of the night. So that's my mom did for that.
I love it.
Oh gosh.
Rated R art project.
I know. Mom. Like, so speaking of our gentlemen listeners, one of our fan favorites that we love so much, Mr. John Hicks from Raining Rose, has done a promo unsung video. So let's give a little listen here.
Hello, my name is John Hicks, and I'm the outside rep for the Midwest for Raining Rose. My unsung hero is J.C. Cummings, which also works for Raining Rose. She is in our marketing department, but she does much, much more. She helps out with graphics, proofing. She keeps our website up to date. She helps with order entry, customer service calls. She keeps our third-party sites updated like Sage, ESP. She works with shipping. She takes care of many of our outside rep sample orders. Without her, our life would be so much harder. And if you looked up unsung hero in the dictionary, you would see a picture of J.C. Cummings. She is fantastic and does not get the credit she deserves. So thank you, J.C., for doing everything you do and for being you. We truly appreciate you at Raining Rose, and I just wanted to let you know.
I maybe had to bully him a little bit to make that video. In case you couldn't tell, he's not a camera guy. Like, I don't do the camera.
Sweet. So sweet, Amelia. Well, I'm telling you, once David Chen had on our t-shirt and I had some guys come to the booth, they're like, "What do I need to do to get that?"
You're like, "Wouldn't you like to know?"
Wouldn't you like to know? They did, though. They did it like right there smack in the booth.
Yeah, love it. So we were able to get a lot of videos in Vegas, which I love because then we don't have to hound people. But I know it was supposed to be just a Vegas thing. But we did give the limited edition teas away. And when I say limited, they were limited. We just had like a dozen. So I have ordered a dozen more, which I should be getting soon. So if you guys were still thinking about it, or we just didn't catch you, or you just didn't get that 60 seconds of quiet time, send a video in and Lori and I will get you a shirt. And I have a feeling we'll be hounding or asking very politely anybody that is traveling with us in Nashville and get some more videos so we can give some more awesome shout outs.
I love it. The shirt's beautiful. It's going to be part of my wardrobe. I'm going to wear it now like all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to wear it next time we record, but I had to bust this out. So we got these on the show, but I never got to wear mine because I had branded shirts every day. So this is the first time I got to wear mine. I never matched my booth staff because I, marched my own drum and did my own thing.
So cute.
Also, I don't know if you can see my lovely, I don't want to pull too hard because my mannequin will fall over. I have a guitar leaning against it. But the blanket that we have with the unsung, Aubrey Weaver won that. So I need to get you her address so she can get her new blankie.
Yes, I have a note here. That's like the best blanket. And we'll run some contests throughout the year because those are limited edition too. But we have a few more. Love.
And these. So again, if you're not a t-shirt person or if I run out of your size, I don't know if you have any extras. I think I have like one or two extras of these. Those went.
I only got one.
I had a few I stuck in the bag. I figured if somebody doesn't want to wear a t-shirt, I ran out of the wrong size. So, okay, Lori, guilty pleasures. I haven't watched a ton, but I did watch some stuff on the airplane. But I'll let you go first. So, is there anything that you've started binging or?
So. Going back to my sister being here, New Zealand's governed by the Crown. It's one of the countries that's the Queen, now the King. So Carrie, she has to download. It's like really difficult for her to stream some of this. So when we were together drinking Deep Eddy's lemon vodka, on Sunday night, we were binge watching The Crown. And it's, they paused it when the Queen died. So we went back and started watching it again. So we binge watched The Crown. And I know we've talked about it before, but it was fun for my sister and I to do that together.
That is awesome.
I know.
Why is it hard for her to stream? Is it internet, or do they control it because it's in the I forgot what they even call it, like in the monarchy.
Yeah. So it's they do not have TV.
Oh.
They don't have TV. So anything they have to download it. And so when I go to New Zealand, they actually have to pay X amount of dollars because I'm on the Wi-Fi all the time. Like, it's not like here where you can get an unlimited plan.
Oh, wow.
I know. So it's just different, right?
Yeah.
So she downloads it like as she goes, so I have it all over, it's here. It's in my library. Yeah. So I just said, we'll just sit back and have some vodka and just like watch it straight through. So that was my guilty pleasure. And it's so fun because we both love like Princess Diana and that whole story. And then even our family that's in Canada is governed by the Queen, now King. I have to get used to not saying Queen because she was there for how many years?
She's not the Queen.
No.
Technically title, but she will never be the Queen.
Never. Exactly. So I know, again, we've watched The Crown, but that was something super fun that I was so happy to be able to share with my sister as well, is The Crown. So that was what I did. What about you?
So me and my daughter were watching Ginny and Georgia season 2, and she couldn't wait for me while I was gone. So she's like, sorry, I watched the whole thing. So then I finished watching it one of the nights when I was staying up, left me for a big cliffhanger. And now I'm dying waiting for season 3, which will probably be 9 months. But on the airplane, I always have a bunch of stuff downloaded on my tablet because you never know if you're going to get Wi-Fi on Southwest. Luckily, it worked. So I did watch 2 new movies. One of them is Don't Worry, Darling, with Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde. Have you heard of that?
No.
It is not what I thought it would be. The most of it is kind of based around like if a 1970s couple, and you're watching it and you're like, okay, something's going on. And then at the end, I was just like, that's not what I was expecting. Like, I didn't see it coming. I can usually always tell like how a movie's going to end, what's going to happen. Did not know. I had not seen any like information or read anything. So watch that if you want to like watch something that you have no idea where you're going to.
Was it good though? Like, did it keep you captivated? Yeah. And so, okay.
It was good. And then the other one I watched that I really enjoyed was The Woman's King with Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Or I think it's The Woman King is what it is, with Viola Davis. And it is based on all female warriors, a unit that protects a kingdom in West Africa during the 17th to 19th centuries. And it is based on a true story. So this group of women, this unit of basically like special forces, they more or less they are like nuns in terms of like they can't get married, can't have kids. Like once they join the army, they are in it, they are warriors. But it's an all-woman brigade and they are kick-ass. And it was really, really good. And then I thought I had heard it was based on a true story, but I didn't know if I believed it. So I Googled it, and it actually is a group of women that really existed, and they ran and protected the king over many centuries. So very cool.
Super cool. I love true stories.
I do too.
I love it.
That's my historical education because I didn't read in high school or pay attention. So I just go back and watch The Crown and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know all about the monarchy now. I watched The Crown. If you want to wow everybody with your fabulous nails, go check out wowline.com. You won't be sorry. And order some of this polish. Tell them I sent you, and tell them that the Barely There, that's what it's called, right?
Barely There. I can't read the bottom of mine.
Seriously, how are you supposed to read that?
You're not.
Okay, well, I read it, but I only had to look like a really old lady, like, what's it? So yeah, I need to get with it, and because I want to order some. I think this would be great for like cheer team, dance teams,
Oh my
school
gosh.
events. I think it could be a lot of
So
fun.
great. And they can do custom colors. So even for your daughter's cheer team,
Yeah, they
can
do PMS
custom
color match,
colors.
which
Yes.
is amazing.
And maybe we should get like, what is our logo? Like an orange, purple. That would be
It's
fun.
a swirl. So basically, how I paint my nails, I just.
That would
I don't
be
know.
so.
I'm terrible. I like
fun.
have the shakes on my left hand. I always have one good hand and one that looks like a 5-year-old painted for me.
If anybody's
so
looking
good.
that close at your hands, there's a problem. That's where you say,
back off.
no.
Personal space. You're in my space, man. Move back.
I love it. So good to see you. And I'm so excited that I get to see you again here in just a couple weeks.
I know. All right, folks, we'll let you go, but be sure to comment with your guilty pleasures, your recent binges. Don't forget to nominate your unsung promo hero. And if you see one of those shirts and you get us a video soon, you might be lucky enough to get one before we run out again. And then tune in. We will be back on February the 10th, right before Valentine's Day.
I'll try to wear something pink or red, or just.
You can tell me how good chocolate and red wine is for me to make me feel better about myself.
Do you know what? I will do.
Okay. You should
actually. Chocolate and red wine are both good for you. Studies have proven it.
Yes, they
Current
are.
studies have proven it. So it's all good. Drink away.
Perfect. Lori said so here, folks. Drink away.
Drink away responsibly. Moderation always.
No. Bye.
Bye.